Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for your Leeds versus Nottingham Forest post-match chat. Leeds United lost again. Leeds United are still to record a win in the Premier League this season, and Jesse Marsch is still in a job. Hopefully that will change by this time tomorrow. I'm looking forward to some sort of announcement this evening. Listen, if you're not into any sort of negative vibes, because, you're so negative, you should always be positive, and, we are terrible under the tutelage of this manager, so if you want any positivity, you're probably not going to get any. So I would probably dislike the video and do one now. However, if you're a bit of a realist, then I would say smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and let's get into it.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. So we're here again, folks. Deja Vu FC. Leeds United played well for a period of time, failed to score, then concede at the first real opportunity, and then just can't do anything, There is a blueprint to beat Leeds United. Well, Jesse Marsch's Leeds United. Get in front, get in a low block, come break us down. That manager is tactically inept. People will say, we missed loads of chances. Yes, we did. Okay, but we've heard this before, right? Let's not make excuses anymore. We're done with that, right? Yes, we missed chances. However, the game's still there for Leeds United. You wouldn't have thought so. The second half, we might as well have not come out. Steve Cooper, very good manager. Yeah, very, very good manager. Changed it at half-time. Put 3 in midfield, brought Jack Cole back on, and put 5 at the back. Leeds United did nothing. Leeds United did nothing. What did they do? Change personnel, not tactics, personnel. Change personnel. Jack Harrison shouldn't have been on pitch as long as he should have. Pascal Strout shouldn't have been on. Changes should have been made at half-time. I'd have had midfield 3. I wouldn't have brought Rocker off, but all he's done, he's gone, I tell you what shall I do, boys? What shall I do? I'll tell you what, I'll just change the players. The guy's got no clue. The guy's got no clue. He's talking about good performances and that again. The next step is turning it into wins. What are we doing here? We're a year in. We're a year in. You have to ask yourself the question as well. Listen, Man United games, write them off. Write them off, okay? That's where I'm at. Write them off. Maybe gets a win against Southampton. But he's not getting anything against Dyche. I'm sorry, he's not. The guy just doesn't have the tactical nous, the tactical aptitude to be operating at this level. And I've said it since he put Rafinha on long throws against Chelsea last season. Apologies will be accepted. It's all good. But yeah, the guy's just not the one. He's just not the one. Nothing against him personally. This isn't a personal attack. Just in terms of Leeds United, he's not the one. The previous manager was sacked for less. Other managers have been sacked for less. We have 2 wins in 17 games in the league. Now, I go as far as to say, people will go, yeah, but we beat Liverpool. They're terrible. They're 10th. I know it was great, but they're terrible. They got beat 3-0 by Wolves. Yeah, but you beat Chelsea. Again, terrible. Their manager got sacked. We beat Wolves. Their manager got sacked. They just beat Liverpool 3-0. You know what I mean? And are out of the relegation zone. Who was our other win against? Bournemouth. And they're gash. They'll go down. So really, what's he done? He's got a 5th round at FA Cup, though. Woo! I don't know. I just haven't... Listen, we did miss chances, right? The first half, I thought we were good. I said that. People said, Jesse will say... I said, no, we have been good. We have been good for 45 minutes. I thought we were good. But then, and I said this, when a tactical change was made by Steve Cooper, as have other managers have made tactical changes throughout. Remember the Crystal Palace game, for example. And that was not even at half-time, that was during. When these managers make tactical switches, my man doesn't have a clue. Doesn't have a clue. Just change personnel, just pure vibes. He is Ole. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's a better manager than Jesse Marsch. Think about that. It's true. It's damn true. Do you know, Bamford not at the races today. Let me talk about some key bits from the match, because people will say, oh, it's not all about Marsh, the players, etc. And I hear that, right? Okay, so Jack Harrison didn't have a great game. I thought Bamford was back. He went back over yesterday. It's like Rodrigo's gone and he don't have that pressure on him anymore. So, like, he couldn't bring it down. That strike that he had that fell to Ayling, and Ayling had a shot. Cini missed a few. Cini shouldn't have come off, Cini shouldn't have come off. When the changes were made, he should have gone with the midfield three for me to sort of like match them up. McKennie, Rocker, Adams, leave that in there. And then I'd three up front. And I'd have brought Rutter on for Bamford and kept Cini and Nonto on. And then maybe switch things around, brought Somerville on later on. I don't know. Listen, Jesse is heavily reliant on a 19-year-old. We are Nonto FC. Willie Nonto FC. If we don't have Nonto, we will not create anything. That guy is electric. But all I'm saying is a different manager with this team, Leeds United's form turns around instantly because the team is too good. The team is too good. And he can't get a tune out of it. He cannot get a tune out of it. He doesn't have the facilities for this job. You know, he's asking Melier to be a sweeper keeper. It's not in his locker. It gives me kittens every time. Don't do it. Don't do it. Forest were not even good today, but it was easy. It was easy for them. They've hardly broke a sweat, and that's facts. Listen, Strauch was shocking today. No longer Virgil van Strauch. He is Virgil van Disney. I'm not sure on Strauch anymore. He was shocking today. Terrible going forward. We're going to have to start playing Firpo. But you don't need to bring Brennan Johnson down. The yellow's stupid. I was fuming with the yellow. But anyway, they get the free kick. You don't need to bring him down because Jack Harrison's on the cover. When the ball comes in, his clearance is terrible. Ayling's left Brennan Johnson, and Brennan Johnson hits it first time. He's in hot form. Bang, 1-0. They maybe could have had a second if Chris Wood actually was decent. Because the one where Melier came out, he took it round him, he just couldn't get the ball in the box. But Leeds United, after that first half, after that initial chaos where they're just adjusting to us, after that, and Cooper makes his changes, Leeds United didn't have a sniff. And that's the facts. I've seen clips of Jesse being booed. It's time to go. You know, I've been saying this for a long time. Where are the points coming from? We are now, as it stands, one of the worst three teams in the Premier League. We are. Everton will stay up. Southampton will be down there. Bournemouth will be down there. And it's us. I think it might be us, folks. And that pains me to say it. I've maintained that we'll probably stay up in spite of Jesse, not because of Jesse, because the squad's too good. But even I question that now. Think about this. Anyone who's still on the positive vibe, take out them FA Cup games, you would be fuming even more so. And they were against Accrington and Cardiff, and we had to get a replay against Cardiff, and we conceded in them games a total of like 6 goals against teams that are at the bottom of their divisions. Cardiff are at the bottom, near enough. 21st, I think, in the Championship. Accrington Stanley are 20th or 21st in League One. You know what I mean? And we're conceding goals. But people are hyped because it's the 5th round. I hear it. I get it. It's amazing. I'm there. I want Sunderland to beat Fulham and there's genuine chance that we can progress. But that's not enough, is it? We need our Premier League status. This manager's not going to give us it. He's been given all the tools. And there's a little bit here that's like, well, he's only had them just for 4 or 5 days. But you have to take a step back and look at it bigger. Like, do you have confidence that we won't just see a repeat of this? This is Villa over again. This is other games all over again. The man's coming out saying, the next step is taking performances into wins. But, Sean Dyche went in at Everton 4 days. They beat top of the league who hadn't lost in 13 games. People say, new manager bounce. They beat top of the league that hadn't lost in 13 games and with a better side. We played well against them for 45 minutes, but we didn't win the game. We've won 2 games in 17 in the league. We are going down under the tutelage of this manager. We are going down. And the club need to recognise that. The club need to recognise that with Jesse at the helm, Leeds United will go down. Because our wins have come against Chelsea, Liverpool, Watford and Bournemouth. Like, I believe we can beat Southampton under Nathan Jones. I don't think we'll beat Everton. And I'm not giving us any cat in hell's chance against them lot. I'm not. Rashford's scoring every bloody minute. Bruno Fernandes loves goals against us. McTominay plays like Paul Scholes against us. I just don't see how we get anything on Wednesday. He has to go. It's time to go, Jesse Marsch. He'll be bullish. He'll say the right things, but even that's waning thin now. I know at times I can go, oh man, yeah, I can be overcritical, but even those that are not are saying it's too much now. You're just talking rubbish, mate. You're just talking rubbish. And the away fans have turned. They turned after Leicester before. He still managed to keep his job. I don't see this changing now. And people will say, oh, you know, who's the manager? Da, 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 da. That's not my job. But at this point, give it anybody. Anybody but this guy. I'll do it. Give it me till end of season. Honestly, Rafa Benitez, people will go mad. Rafa the Gaffer, bring him in. I'm telling you, it's mad. But he is not the guy. Leeds United have a very, very good squad. People who may be on the outside will think, oh, Leeds United, da, da, da. We have a good squad, you know that. And this manager can't get a tune out of them. Nottingham Forest, it was light work for them today. They rid their luck, they get their goal, they change it, they sit in. Leeds United cannot do anything. We cannot do anything against a low-mid block. It was the same against West Ham, and it'll be the same against Everton. Man United will school us because they're streets ahead. We're tumbling. We'll probably be in the relegation zone soon. Then what? My man said we're not even in a relegation battle. That's what he said. We are not in a relegation battle. The owner of the football club said it is impossible that we will go down. Look where we are. Wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up and smell the coffee. It is time to go. And that's me. I'm done. Listen, smash a like if you've stayed to the end. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. Hit the notification bell. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.